You should want to be his new mother.
Kiddo, give me your phone, go to your room. Where's your mom? I don't even think you have sunscreen on right now. This is bad.
Ladies, help me with this. Why do women always say, I don't want to be his mother?
Because ain't a damn one of us signed up to be a grown-ass man's mother. He already fucking had a mother. And if she didn't teach him how to be an adult properly and be able to take care of his wife and his kids and lead the fucking household and take care of things, then he can go back live with his fucking mama.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So I was scrolling on the street of TikTok and I came across this video. It's a very short clip, but I decided to react to it. I want to react to this clip, okay? Every now and then I hear a dating take that makes me stop and rewind, because did he actually think that through before saying it? Listen carefully to what he's asking women to do.
Ladies, help me with this. Why do women always say, I don't want to be his mother? I'm not going to be his mother. You do realize the man that you care about, the man that you may even love, he's that way because of his mother. Because of how his mother raised him. Yeah. That's the guy that you're in love with. Because of what his mother did. And now it's your job to step in and not raise the man, but now you raise a grown man. There's a big difference between raising a man and raising a grown man. Big difference. But you should want to be his new mother.
Did he just say women should want to become a man's new mother? That's not a small slip of word. That's the entire problem I'm having with this video. Like, how does a man think that a grown-up woman should want to be his own mother? Now, a woman has to take care of the home front, has to take care of the children, and also take care of a grown man, a grown adult, barely having time for her own self. This is the mindset that these men have that drives me crazy. So why don't you flip it? Why don't you say a man should be a woman's mother, instead of every time a woman should be a man's mother? He gets married to a woman having the mindset that she's going to continue from where my mother stopped. So why don't you just go back to your mother? Why are you married in the first place if you're looking for who to assume your mother's role? How does a man coming from this kind of mindset expect a woman to live peacefully with him? A romantic relationship is supposed to be a partnership between two adults. The minute you start assigning one person the role of the parent and the other the role of the child, you've completely changed the relationship. And this is exactly why so many women say, I don't want to be his mother. They are not saying they don't want to love a man. They are saying they don't want to constantly remind him to clean up after himself, book his own appointments, regulate his emotions, solve every problem, and carry the mental load while he simply exists. Those are two completely different conversations.
His new mate, his new woman that carries him from this point on. Again, you're not raising him from scratch. You're now raising a grown man. And to think that you want to bring nothing to the table like his mother, why would you do that to him? When he's had the love and direction of a mother, and it's built him into what he is today, you don't want to help the process and take him from that point on? How selfish.
So did you notice how quickly the responsibility shifted? So instead of asking why a grown man still needs someone to finish raising him, the question suddenly became, why won't women do it? That's interesting, because if a woman entered a relationship expecting a man to become or to raise her into adulthood, people would call that immaturity immediately, right? But somehow, when it's women being asked to do the emotional coaching, the life management, the constant encouragement, and the guidance, refusing that responsibility suddenly gets called selfish. No, expecting another adult to become your parent isn't partnership.
How selfish of you. I just don't understand why women say that. I think they need to stop. There's a big difference between raising a man and raising a grown man. And women, I think, need to stop that whole I don't want to be his mother, because the greatest thing in his life is usually his mother.
I actually think this comparison does mothers a disservice too. A mother raises a child because that's literally her responsibility, because she bettered him, right? Why having a girlfriend or a wife is choosing to build a life with another fully grown adult. So those roles are not interchangeable. The happiest relationships happen when both people know how to take care of themselves first. Then they support each other. Support is supposed to be mutual. So parenting is one directional. And if someone is constantly teaching, correcting, reminding, and carrying everything, while the other person keeps receiving, eventually the relationship stops feeling romantic because one person is exhausted. And once you don't have anything in your cup, you can't pour from the cup. I think this is why so many women have become firm about saying, I'm not your mother. It's not because women don't want to nurture. Most women naturally nurture the people they love. The issue is when nurturing turns into unpaid emotional labor that never ends. That's a huge difference between helping your partner through a difficult season and being expected to manage his entire adulthood. If a man is kind, respectful, emotionally mature, and willing to grow alongside his partner, most women are more than happy to support him. That's what healthy couples do. But expecting a woman to replace your mother or continue raising you and then calling her selfish if she refuses, that's not love. That's assigning her a job she never applied for. A relationship should feel like two compatible adults working side by side, not one adult carrying another across the finishing line. And I think that's the part that the conversation completely missed. So at the end of the day, this conversation isn't really about mothers, it's about expectations. More and more women are rejecting the idea that love means becoming someone's parent, someone's therapist, someone's life coach, and personal manager. Healthy relationships aren't built on one adult raising another. They are built on accountability, mutual effort, and shared responsibility. So, if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe because we'll keep unpacking relationship takes like this and separate what's healthy from what's simply being normalized.